Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Oh, bomb, Iran. Sorry, but I think that's a little bit better than John McCain, who was caught singing that ridiculous song. But there is some truth to that, right? The neo-fascists, whether they're conservative Republicans or Democrats, they're all about torturing and bombing people, aren't they? Let's drop some bombs, motherfuckers. Sorry about my language, but those bombs are killing people, and yet we don't have a problem with it. So, as long as there's some kind of threat, right? Even if it's not even really a threat, let's just start bombing and killing motherfuckers. So, they're back. The Bomb Iran crowd is making a big return to the political center stage after months of puzzlement over what to do about developments in the Islamic Republic. Hawks, say I love this, hawks, hawks such as Daniel Pipes and John Bolton are arguing that Iran is dead set on its pursuit of nuclear arsenal, and point to developments such as President Ahmadinejad's announcement this weekend that Iran would enrich its uranium stocks to 20% to argue that diplomatic avenues have reached a dead end. The would-be bombers fear that the mullahs will leverage their nuclear capability to expand Persian influence through the Arab world and beyond, and argue that the United States must do anything in its power, including the use of force, to stop them. The Persian army and the army of the dead are coming back, guys. Be ready for them. The ghost army. This movement, mind you, their air force is ridiculous because they have old Russian MiGs that have outdated parts, and even if they could get the outdated parts, their planes are crap, right? They can't even get the parts for their outdated jets. So yeah, but hey, let's go bomb, bomb. This movement has its heyday in neoconservative circles in 2006 and 2007, following Iran's official announcement that it had started to enrich uranium and the subsequent U.S.-led push in the U.N Security Council for additional sanctions. And who could not forget 2008 presidential candidate John McCain's memorable... See, this is so crazy, guys, because like I said, I don't read this stuff before I get on here, so... it's kind of funny that they did mention this. John McCain's memorable Bomb Iran gaffe, sung to the tune of the Beach Boys. And in the wake of Iran's contested election last June, pro-bomb pundits, Jesus Christ, we're talking about killing people. And it's like some kind of like wish-washy, in the beltway rhetoric, right? It makes me sick. Pundits have argued that the popular unrest, including the imminent anti-regime protests scheduled for the February 11th, the anniversary of the Islamic Republic, far from meaning the United States should hold back, presents a perfect opportunity to target the increasingly unpopular leadership of the Iranian regime. Needless to say, it doesn't appear that Obama will be taking their advice anytime soon. Administration officials have strongly suggested they prefer to deal with Iran's nuclear ambitions through diplomacy and sanctions. And so I definitely would recommend to all of those people out there that are interested in this subject to check out my recent 2 videos that you should see down here in the right hand corner, not in recent videos because for some reason our related videos never seem to come up for my videos. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or what, but just look at more from Darko 2012 and you'll see the 2 Iran videos that I just posted, and I break down what it is, what the strategy is of the New World Order and the Western establishment, which is to not really bomb Iran, and it's more of just economically kill them, right? To keep sanctions on them, which they've been imposing. It's the first one since '79, and so that they can't really move on to, they're not a third world country. They have a lot of scientists. They have women that are very educated, and yet there's this humongous filter that the real Iran has to go through by the time it comes to the U.S. And yeah, other media outlets around the world, although they're skewed as well, kind of laugh at the United States and their media because it's just so out of touch with reality that it kind of makes sense, right? Because that's how the people are in the United States. A lot of them, they are out of touch with reality. And so they'll say, "Oh, let's go bomb Iran," but in reality, it's all about what? It's about draining them and dividing them and tearing that country apart into four different microstates, much like they will do with Pakistan, and so that they can dominate and occupy them. And Iran is a very tough country, and if you want to invade it, be ready because they have a very tough infantry. They don't have an air force. They don't really have much of a navy, although they do have a navy. But their infantry and their ground capabilities, if we were to actually go in there, they would have to literally bomb the hell out of them before they went in there and take out all their infrastructure. And it's all economic, right? Because as far as fighting Iranians, it's not a good idea, you know? It's not a good idea because they will fight to the death and take no prisoners, all that fun stuff. And so we could talk about hawks and doves and all that crap. But this is more than that. This is about occupation. This is about domination. It has nothing to do with stupid ideologies as far as neoconservatism. It's called, world dominance, global fascism, and it divides party lines. It's beyond that. So. And it says the Iran hawks are supported by the Obama administration's old nemesis, Dick Cheney, who noted in an interview with Fox last August that he was probably a bigger advocate of military action than any of my colleagues in the Bush administration. Without further ado, here's the FP's guide to the belligerent minority. Daniel Pipes, director of the Middle East Forum Hoover Institution, visiting fellow, money quote, Obama needs a dramatic gesture to change the public perception of him as a lightweight, bumbling ideologue, preferably in the arena where the stakes are high, where he can take charge and where he can trump expectations. Such an opportunity does exist. Obama can give orders for the U.S. military to destroy Iran's nuclear weapons capacity. And it says justification. Pipe's argument was not exactly framed in such a way as to gain adherence within the White House. However, his cold-blooded political justification is enough to make Dick Morris or Karl Rove blush. He cites 5 polls suggesting a military strike against Iran possesses the support of a solid majority of fascist Americans and posits that others would undoubtedly, quote, rally around the flag, right? And to most of those that are not living in a hole somewhere and don't have their heads buried in the sand and are wearing blinders, that statement could almost make you want to puke, right? To of course, because they've I posted a video where, top strategists and that have called for, hey, if we bomb Iran, hey, it'll unite America. I mean, does this sound a little similar, eerily similar to 9/11 and all that became of it? And look at this. Sarah Palin picked up this argument in an interview with Fox. And so, yes, our future president, the first female, like we had the first African American and first non-U.S. citizen as president, now we have the first female, and this is, of course, because they are getting desperate. The people are waking up to their lies, their deception, their crappy illusion of 2 different parties, 2 different ideologies, so they have to try to shock the people to do what they want. And that means, yes, the first not even fully black president, not even a U.S. citizen president, and rolling him out like a corporate manufactured product to the American fascists here in the United States. And so they went hook, line, and sinker and took the bait. And so here we are today. And so, yes, they will get their way when Sarah Palin wins the 2012 election. And it'll all be around, oh, she's a woman, so... And she also said that, by bombing Iran and being tough, that it may actually help Obama, as if he is someone that's actually in charge, right? And so, yeah, it's all just a bunch of crap. You can go through here and read the rest of this yourself. It's just nothing but crap after crap after crap after crap. And so it has nothing to do with it because Obama is a puppet. He has masters. Thank